That was a good. That was a good
great midline stats,
good
especially as we're going to Apocalypse for our first game of the stream. You know, that extra pep of defense on Hattori. There's a lot of friendly fire that can happen as well in these tight spaces.
Oh yeah, you only got one little platform and a tiny little base stage. You know what I mean? So a lot can happen, but right now you see everybody singled out. Everybody's just in 1v1s.
Yeah, that's always the question of, like, how is a team going to handle their particular opponent at the moment? Are they going to split into the two separate 1v1s? Are they going to go for a little bit of the leapfrog swarm tactic? There's a couple different ways that you can play the 2v2 game, especially in your first game where you're still feeling them out.
Yeah, seeing last night, Himwe and
oh my God,
Sire, that
what
was
a
nice
cleanup,
nice cleanup. But seeing them last night, the leapfrog gameplay is kind of like my favorite. I like it.
Oh yeah, it's poetry in motion when you can actually just work it in.
All right, out on the side, try to go for the edge guard. Are you going to get edge guarded for trying
recovery?
to
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Delta's down on his final stock, just a minute in.
That's crazy. Came out and tried to land a ground pound, gets a down air into ground pound in return, and just loses the stock off of a 2-hit combo.
Man, that is the gamble you take, especially when you're going off stage against, like, man, Ted is so good. Ted is so good.
Nice, nice. All right, Fozey is landing a couple bit of spear hits, but let's look at the fact that Fozey is still on the first stock. Not anymore, just now lost it, but that's big time. Because look at Ted, he's less hurt than TM, and TM's on the second also. So there's a huge lead in the favor of the red team at the moment.
Yeah, they are absolutely running away with it. You're going to see Delta go for a bit more of that support position, using Bryn's extra speed to really get around the stage, be able to play the back line, but still come in for support when it matters. Because right now, just a single good signature can take Delta out.
Yeah, that was nice. Got TM out of there with the D-Light recovery, going out on the side, trying to waste those resources, but nice defense from Delta. Delta's kind of, I mean, Delta's playing really good defense, but he's not really able to get anything
put him in bad
going.
position. He's just getting juggled up and down that wall. Hasn't been able to rearm since he got disarmed by Fozey's spear recovery a while ago.
I can't really look at this. Look, Delta's not doing anything. Delta doesn't have any opportunities. I guess, you know, you get some little smacks here and there. Yeah,
wait a minute, though. There's that worth.
That's
Managed to hold on to the stock long enough to get the first knockout. And if he can make this worthwhile trade, no, what a save.
There it is. There it is.
Immediately denied.
There it is. We've created a 1v1 situation. Now, that was smart play. All right, look. So, you know, I'm looking, and I'm seeing Delta not really getting much off, knowing you're too hurt to even play, playing a lot of defense, and then got the sneaky offense in, a three-piece real quick, and created the situation. Now we got the 1v1. Fozey is the healthier player, but we got the heavy hitting coming out from TM. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's only going to take a little bit, especially with Hattori. I know they put the extra point in defense, but it's still not that much. Look how much was just done to Fozey right there, almost into the orange off of one lance string.
That makes me wonder, man, without that Pippa defense, how much he would be red, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This would be an even game, man.
Oh, my gosh. The patience out of these two players right now. Fozey is kind of just trying to find that moment, but man, that axe is really changing the colors. Nice
Pogo 1, Guinness World Record, Pogo 2. Oh my gosh, what an answer. What an answer.
Yo, hit him with the, hey man, get off me.
He was like, oh, you think you're going for it a third time? I know it was the ground pound, but that's beaten even easier by a gravity cancel neutral signature. That ground pound has like no priority.
For sure. But, I mean, that's it, man. He had to go for the gusto. If he didn't go for that, then it was game. Literally, that was checkmate.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was a perfect call-out. And you know what? I still want to give credit to Delta there because that's what led to the 1v1 situation on final stocks. Dead even was Delta holding on to that final stock just long enough to even up not only the stocks for the teams, but the team numbers for the teams.
Exactly, exactly. Even though those team numbers and then left him, you know, he left him in a 2v1, but there was enough damage to where all he needed to get was one quick ground pound out there on the side when they were trying to jump him. Boom, 1v1, got the game. That was beautiful.
All right, so we're going to run this right back. Same stage, same legends, change nothing but your playstyle. So we see early damage, getting that checkerboard pattern. Ted and Delta, worse for wear. But, you know, there's no, like, crazy runaways in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, not at all, not at all. They're kind of just staying together, playing. They're playing ones, but it's kind of like, I don't know. They're like swapping opponents every couple seconds.
Yeah, you know, is your dance card full? Right now, they just punched the hole in Delta's.
Oh, dance card, speed dating, either way you want to say.
All right, yeah, everybody got punched there.
Yes, all right. Oh, wow, TM didn't have enough resources to make it back. I didn't even notice that everything was gone. A little bit too low, couldn't get the dodge, and just kind of was like, well, I guess this is curtains. And out on the side, Ted's not getting pressed. Delta had an opportunity to really go out there and make something shake, but, you know, I guess you want to be safe and just get a nice Sair or something like that. Boom, you get the KO from TM. You know, he didn't want to go out there and eat too much damage or potentially get robbed by the gauntlets. Yeah,
TM and Delta, they did a great job recognizing, hey, we lost the first 2 stocks. How are we going to bring this back? And they just played a very centered, grounded game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good.
Now, unfortunately, it looks like Delta's just been getting manhandled all over the place.
I feel like everyone's been playing this set really chill, and Ted is the one that's running around and saying, no. We're playing at my pace, and I'm swinging on everybody anytime I see you. Everyone else is kind of like holding and being reserved with their buttons, picking positioning. And, wow, get out there and save your teammate. Nice recovery. Fozey was in danger.
Every button, all the buttons. He's like, I'm going to hit you, I'm going to hit you, I'm going to hit my teammate, but for a reason. It's for the save.
Definitely for a reason. Nice Sair from Fozey. Out on the side, TM ground pounded, and it's going to be the end of the stock. Ground pound for ground pound. Is Fozey going to make it back? Yes.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Well, not quite as well, because it didn't score the knockout. They got it delayed onto Fozey there. Again, we see that checkerboard pattern. Everything just about even. Ted now the first one to fall. The blue team has actually turned this around, the most tenuous of leads.
Yeah, this is nice. But look at Delta. Delta is living on a prayer. Sitting at, that is dark red. Finally got the KO. And,
yeah, he was getting into what we call that barbecue sauce color.
That was barbecue sauce. I want my baby back. But yeah, for sure. I mean, look, okay, so we got an even game. Everybody's on about mustard. You know what I'm saying? No more barbecue sauce.
You get the mustard, you go towards the catch-up, then you hopefully knock them out. If you do barbecue, you went too far.
That's right.
That's that slow cook, you know?
You hope it's a slow cook. Oh, man. All right, here we go. We got the final stocks for each team. Delta and TM in the lead. Blue team's holding it down. You know, we want to see if Fozey and Ted can make this game 1-1. They're looking pretty good in this one. They started off strong, but Delta and TM are really holding it together, not just giving this game up for free. But Ted said, I'm going to take it away with a recovery over the top, getting TM out of there. Delta all alone on the left side of the stage. Nice. Ooh. The end light will do it with the gauntlets from Rayman, and a red team on the board.
Yeah, and we just saw the numbers. Ted with that Rayman. Doing like 200 more damage than his teammate. You were saying he was pressing all the buttons, and, I mean, the stats don't lie.
He was swinging on everybody. I'm telling you. I liked it. Like, everyone else is kind of like jumping around. Do I swing here? Sair's not going to touch. I'm going to chill. And then Ted's like, no.
He's like, no, dash forward into the neutral.
I hit my teammate. You want it too? Yeah, look at that. 381 with the gauntlets, 273 with the axe, and evenly spread of damage. Even spread of damage right there. I like it.
That's big. Whoa, okay, we got a big map change here. Miami Dome. This one's got the 2 soft platforms above, so there's a lot more safety in landing high. But down below, you have that pillar that splits the stage in half. You cannot cross underneath if you need to escape. You are stuck on the side to get knocked down.
That's correct. That's correct. Now, that's a good call to let everybody know, but I do want to be honest. I don't really see. We haven't seen too much, and last night I didn't see too many people even attempt the under the stage crossover. Yeah. I think, I feel like that's more of a once thing, right?
It comes off sometimes in 2s, especially if your teammate can, like, give you a little bit of the relief.
Give you the breather.
One path versus the other.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Whoa, clearing. All right, 3 stocks down off the board. TM, the only one holding on.
Yep, TM is definitely the only one holding on. These Olgrim players aren't out here to play with nobody. Nice, a nice ground pound. Hold on, Delta out on the side. Yes, and that's going to be the stock.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Down to the final stock.
All right, so TM was holding the lead for his team, but that quickly evaporated. Delta once again finds himself down on final stock before everybody else.
Yeah, Delta has been getting caught slipping, trying to make a play somewhere, and then just kind of getting his resources whittled away.
Yeah,
it's because these aren't like 2 ground pound gimps. They're like a couple taps, and you just can't touch the ground.
Oh, TM in trouble. Double dive kick from Ted.
Oh my goodness! See, now that's a 2-tap. That's a 2-tap gimp. You know what I'm saying?
He's got the 2-step, the 2-tap. He's been given both feet.
Oh, we need the Thor pick, the Bison.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The 2-tap.
The head stomp.
Yeah, the head stomp. You know what it is. Oh man! All right. So I mean, still a big chance here because Ted is high on damage. If they can get Ted out of here, then after losing 2 stocks really fast, they're still in a position to win this. But Ted, even without a weapon, throwing hands, doesn't care what's going on. Nice positioning on the board, got the axe, and look at this. Delta and Ted not really making too much shake.
Yeah, they're trying to play this one nice and close to the chest. Oh, don't get too close to his chest. He's swinging those double axes, big signature for the knockout. Now they've got the 2v1 versus Fozey.
Okay, look at the movement. Fozey hit the shimmy shake for a second, jumped out of the way and made him get some team damage. But even though that was a little flashy and I liked the movement, it wasn't enough, and that's going to be a dub for the blue team.
Okay, so I don't want to say that it's like always this way.
What's that?
But this set, every game that Delta has gone down to last stock before everybody else, those are the games they win.
I know. No, you're right. Like, I don't get why.
The game where they had the lead was the only game they lost.
Exactly.
What is happening? They need their back against the wall? Is that what we're looking at?
You know, this is off of me not actually seeing what the cause is, but I'm going to bank it on they're focusing so hard on Delta that TM's able to rack up damage on both of them and not being hurt as bad. So then whenever Delta is down to last stock, but TM on the first game had the first stock still, and then they're shaving off the stocks of the red team. And then Delta gets to the last one, stays alive. TM still breaking them down, and we get a dub, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, we can take a look at this board here.
Look at that final stock extension on Delta.
That's
that
ridiculous.
Thing lasted forever. He knows how to extend them when it counts.
Yeah, that's good stuff. But yeah, look at that first stock of TM. TM's the healthiest, the longest lived person on the first stock. Second stock, not so much. But then once again, even when you get to the final stock, that last one lived a very long time for Delta.
Yep.
But you saw there was barely any damage for a pretty long-lived stock.
Real healthy
for TM.
So now we're going to run this back over to Small Fortress of Lions. This stage a little bit different. It's somewhat reminiscent of Apocalypse, but it's got shorter walls, and again, we see that pillar underneath.
You know what? I didn't even think about how similar this was to Apocalypse.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of a mix of Apocalypse, Miami Dome.
Yeah.
You know, a couple things all thrown in the batch together.
I like it. I've always liked this map. That background's super fire and everything. But anyway, you know what else is super fire? The fact that he picked the Zariel. I wish we would have got this a little earlier, but I think this is what they needed. I really
You
think
were looking for it on the character select screen before the set started, and now they delivered.
Exactly. And the Gauntlet, Sayer on the side is going to steal the recovery of TM. Got the KO, and this is the lead to kick it off. Nice. Another Axe Sayer going to get the stock off of Delta. But right back at him. Ted is going down. Let's see how long Fozey can stay alive on this first one. See how much damage they can rack up.
Ooh, Fozey, he's swinging with those signatures. He knows to be tricky, but TM has been respecting the space every time.
You gotta swing with the signatures. Why play Zariel if you're not gonna swing
What
with the
an
signatures?
intercept. Delta saving TM from surely a ton of damage in a gauntlet string and scoring the knockout. Couldn't get any better.
It really couldn't, because you saw it didn't even hit the teammate, right? It only hit Zariel.
Oh, it was surgical precision.
That was good. Out on the side, gonna have to deal with these gauntlets. Nice weapon throw up with the lance, but gonna get snuck up on. Oh my gosh. Oh no, you slid up with a taunt? Come on.
Wow, feeling some sort of way, I guess.
Right?
Uh-oh, chopped away. TM now the first one to go down to final stock. A new development.
A new development in the story. Both red team players off on the side of the stage. Edge guard no good for neither. Oh no, TM slides off with a recovery. Gonna work out and get Ted. Still working to get Fozey off the side of the stage. Ground pound's no good from Delta. What's gonna be the move? Is this gonna be a turnaround from Fozey? Yes, it is.
Yeah, gave him the hands. You know, you just scraped the knuckle on the wall right there. No getting by it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. All right, here we go. Fozey doing damage, landing some nice help tactics with this Zariel pick. Still the most healthy players. Got 2 stocks still. Boom, gonna go down to the final stock, but still the healthiest, sitting on white, coming right back into the game. This was the pick. It's looking really good, but who knows? You know, every time we just talked about the blue team going down in the game and then coming back with the win. Let's see what happens here to close this one out. Nice sig coming out from Fozey.
Ooh, tried to do a weapon toss. Wait, no, couldn't get the intercept. Delta down and out. TM short to follow. We're going to game 5.
That was it. That was the pick. Because not only just the Zariel is automatically just going to add a little bit of chaos to the game.
Yep.
Those sneaky signatures coming through, putting you in a terrible position, getting thrown off the side of the stage, things like that. But let's talk about the fact that it's the gauntlets. You're fighting double gauntlets now. Ooh. That's a very, very strong weapon. Puts you in a situation where you can't stay on the side and fight too long.
Yep.
Might get your stock stolen. It's got a lot of KO options. It's just a really, really good weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's very terrifying just dealing with one gauntlets player when you have to come back from an edge guard. But 2 of them with steerable ground pounds? Do you have any idea how many synchronized formations they could do? Get the Olympic swimming in there, you know?
Synchronized formations. And they definitely were doing it. There was times whenever Fozey would go out and try to get that edge guard, he wouldn't quite get it, and then Ted would be like, hey, I'm still here. Slide out there on the side, maybe land a Sarah or 2. And, yeah, so that game worked out really good. We're going into game 5. This is going to be the deciding who gets to move forwards on this winner side of this bracket.
Ooh, stuffed recovery. Ted in trouble. Working his way back to stage, but getting tapped again and again. Slight damage lead building for the blue team.
Yeah, this is a change of pace. Every other game, it looks like they would start off in 1v1s and kind of just, you know, let it all develop from there. This one, everyone just got in a huddle and started scrapping.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No time wasted.
His recovery's gone too, and that was pinpoint. Beautiful Sayer from Delta.
Delta's Sayer placements are unlike anybody else's.
It's looking real good. Delta's not swinging much, but when Delta does swing, it's like, all right, I calculated this. I pulled out my schematics, and I made sure I knew it was supposed to go right there.
Oh, yeah. You think he plays darts? I think he plays darts. Those are just like 2 dead on. Just bullseye, 1 throw, 1 kill.
For sure.
Here we go, back to neutral. Stocks even, damage fairly even. I do wonder how that bodes for the blue team. Every time it's even, those are the ones that they lose.
Every time.
It's only when the red team gets an early lead does the blue team make the comeback. Oh my. Ooh. Okay. Just a hair off. That would have been a ridiculous knockout.
Oh, yeah, that would have been it. You know it was a knockout, too. I like that you just called it because you know he wasn't going to make it back from that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Zariel, high strength. Like, you just delete people. Look at that. Apocalypse, a lot of people talk about it, usually has a pretty high ceiling. Recovery off the top doesn't even matter. That's the strength that Zariel has.
That's so good, so good. And the strength of the axe that Sayer got TM out of there on that stock. Pretty good lead. Tries the double dunkaroo. Not going to work out. Ted getting a little overzealous on that left side of the stage. Boom. Sayer's going to hit from Delta. Still alive, though. Nice job from Fozey to keep them from being able to go over and edgeguard Ted.
Man, you see the blue team pushing the red team left and right respectively, using that extra damage that they've built up, because you get yourselves in a situation where you can force 2v1s. You tap one of them, now it takes Fozey 3-4 seconds to just get back to stage, let alone try and save his teammate.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, get out of there. Look, see, I love that. That's just that little small moment right there on the side with TM and Ted.
Oh!
it makes you look at it and go, that's exactly what I meant with the gauntlets. TM was down there for like a half a second, and he's the one that initiated this at the side play. Yep. He was like, no, gauntlets, get away. He got back on the stage. Do not want. Oh, Fozey do not want.
He's gone. We've got the 2v1, but this is a close 2v1.
Oh my gosh, stole the recovery from Delta. Got the ground pound.
There's one. All
so
comes down to
right
this.
now.
Game
What
5,
a
TM closing it out with the signature.
That hurts. I ain't gonna lie.
It's
That's gotta
He's
hurt.
smacking you with a giant rocket
No.
lance.
I'm saying the feelings of Fozey and Ted, because you know what's funny? That right there. When Fozey got edge guarded right there, he really could have just been on the stage doing this thing and still been alive, and it just left Ted in a situation where he had to clutch up. And he could have, but just a nice signature placement from TM is going to close that bad boy out. Look at the damage spread from each team.
Oh, you can see the difference right there in the signature accuracy.
Oh, yeah.
40% accuracy. That's not just the damage going out from it.